Alright guys, so I got um, some more of the floor in, kind of like sat the seat there. So I got this panel in, this panel in. I still got to bolt them to the floor. Well, I mean, see this here, this is a body mount. So it goes through the floor, through the floor structure, skeleton, and then there's a body mount on the frame. So that's what that goes to. There's another one under the seat behind it. So this is kind of where my seat is gonna be. It's a little tight, but it's all right. And then my pedal, my brake pedal is gonna be somewhere right there. It's gonna be kicked upward a little bit. And what's cool about this wheelwood pedal is I can move it over to the left or to the right. These screws right here, these ones, you see this kind of concave little slot right here. Those I can sit there and move the pedal to the middle, to the left, to the right, whatever, you know. So that's kind of cool. I'm gonna make that work somehow. So either I'm gonna cut into the structure a little bit more, and then I can either lay it flat or I can do a banked surface, and then I can bolt it to that. And then now I'm gonna work on covering all of my side up. So I'm gonna do another bar that comes from here to this bar, and then I'll get that all welded in. And the seat, as far as the seat, the way it's sitting now is great. That's like what I need. So what I'm gonna do, this is another body mount, but the idea is something like that. Obviously it'll be more flush to the seat. So I have a bunch of this laying around. So basically I just got to make two little pieces, get some bolts, drill through the seat, and those will be my front seat mounts. I'm going to do back seat mounts so that the way that this seat is, this piece, there's this like strip right here. I'm gonna drill into this. As soon as these are set up, I'm going to, have it in place this way it doesn't move. So basically these pieces here, these are gonna get welded to the floor. So this piece, it's removable, so it'll come out, but these will stay attached to it because they'll be welded to it. So gonna do that, get these tacked in, bolted into the seat, and then once I know it's not gonna move and that's gonna be the place, then I'll do these ones and the seat should be mounted. Pretty simple. But that's the idea. It's just gonna be super simple. I can get to my bolts, everything like that. I am gonna cover the seat with some material, probably some like memory foam or something. And then as far as the passenger seat goes, I'm gonna do a passenger seat. So the problem I have here, let me walk around for you, is I'm gonna have to lay this seat back a little more than this one. Problem being is I've lost room with these. It's kind of a mess in here. I was messing around with stuff. But you see how my radiator, these are gonna be closer together. These are gonna touch each other. So basically these hoses, I gotta make a mount that's gonna be about that high. This way I can clear the height of the tubes. And then so my seat's gonna be raised on this side and more tilted back a little bit, but it's gonna come a little bit more forward than that one. This way passengers, I can, give people ride-alongs and all that. I gotta figure out all this. This is my tranny cooler line. I still have to make a mount for that and hook that up. It's a bunch of little stuff. That's honestly all this is. It's just a bunch of little things that are time consuming. Um, so these, once I get, uh, I'm getting a new radiator. So I'll show you guys that later on my Instagram. If you guys aren't following me, go ahead and do that. So I got to take all this out so I can situate my new radiator. But then once all this is said and done, I'm gonna kind of tack these to the floor just in a few spots. This way it doesn't move around. Because these are gonna possibly get hot. These tubes were, I mean, it's thicker tubing. I forget. I think these are 1/8 inch wall tubing. So the heat shouldn't come through too much, but it will still have some heat coming off of it. So custom heated seats for sure. So then that's gonna raise the seat up a little bit when I go over these. So more back, a little bit higher. This way, because there isn't a lot of headroom, and I know a lot of people that I know aren't as tall as me, so they should be fine, but you know, I want people to enjoy this as much as I am. So yeah, that's gonna kind of be, I'll focus on this side later, but for now, I'm gonna definitely just focus on doing my side. This way I could sit in it, I can set up all my steering. I'm gonna get all this covered up, gonna make this bar go up to the firewall, weld that in, weld all this in, and then I'm gonna sheet the top of it. So I'll sheet the top of it, but for now, I'm just gonna focus on that side. So. All right, so I got a little bit more done tonight. Not as much as I wanted to. I wanted to get my drive shaft in. Didn't get to that. I did get another piece of the floor cut out, and then I was doing more structure for the body itself. So let me show you that. So I got all this just kind of tacked in there for now. So that's gonna be the premise of, you know, my floors and all that stuff. I'm not gonna get to that side. I'm gonna try to finish my side, like I said. But I was just kind of messing with all this stuff here. I might add another bar from here to here. This way I have another mounting point for my sheet metal, if you will. And then once these are all welded in, that's all welded in, I will start sheeting everything like I've been doing here. So I got this piece in too. I had to radius it to kind of fit the contour of the transmission. And this, I still gotta trim this right here, make these even. And then I'll bolt these to the floor, so these will be bolt in. And same thing up there. I think those are, I'm gonna make something so that it bolts in up there. But it'll be easy to take a lot of stuff out at the end of the day. It'll be easy to take a lot of stuff out. And then my pedals, I had my pedals just kind of sitting in there. So it's gonna be like hard to kind of rest my left foot, because, you know, all I gotta do is gas and brake. But, you know, I'm gonna try to set my pedal kind of in the middle somewhere, maybe off to the left a little bit. And then I'm gonna have an overhung pedal that's gonna you know, I'm gonna weld to the structure in here right across. So I'll have my pedal hanging here, my accelerator pedal. And then this way, you know, I can figure out my swing and all that stuff. And then I can utilize some of those holes, if not cut more, to go to the throttle body. So that's the idea. But I definitely want to maybe add like one more bar there, just as a gusset. You know, unnecessary. All this is really unnecessary. Does it look badass? Yes, but very unnecessary. But you know, that's just what I've been going for. That's what I've wanted to do. I like that look. I like just the crazy zigzagged and all this other stuff going on. It would have been better if it was round tubing, but square tubing is just as good looking to me as it is as round tubing. I mean, I used round and square on this body, but you know, it's just they kind of come together, and I like the look of it. But yeah, so it's kind of a mess in here. So hopefully I'll be able to get a lot more done. Definitely gonna weld all that stuff in, and then just do a little bit more gusseting, and then start shooting it. And then, you know, I'll work on all the body mods and stuff like that. But yeah, it's coming along pretty sweet. So, you know, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for always liking and sharing my stuff. It definitely means a lot to me when you guys support me. Same thing for my sponsors. Like, if you guys ever get a hold of these videos, thank you for kind of being a part of this build. You know, it helps a lot. At the end of the day, it does. And it's just gonna help me grow even more and get the car finished. So yeah, I mean, thank you everybody, appreciate it.